Yo, so as you can tell by this title, we're gonna be talking about The Last of Us, which is a TV show on HBO. I highly recommend watching it. If you haven't, just save this video and come back to it when you have. We're gonna be chatting about up to episode 3. I just watched it, and yeah, I just wanted to chat with y'all about it. Okay, so spoilers from here on out. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to come out, to click off this video. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's continue. So, oh my god, y'all. This show is kind of freaking crazy. I don't know about you, but it reminds me of The Walking Dead. And I've actually never played the video game because I have an Xbox. So if you've played the video game, let me know in the comments if they actually are following it pretty much by the game. But yeah, I just want to literally just talk to you guys about it and tell me all your thoughts in the comments down below. I absolutely loved so I watched all 3 episodes last night. I was trying to wait, like most people are, I think. If you're a huge fan of this game or the show, people are trying to wait until they all come out, right? I was gonna do that, but then I heard that episode 3 was really, really good. Or my roommate, he was like, "You're gonna love it, Nick, you need to watch." So I didn't want anything else to be spoiled, because sometimes he spoils things without even realizing. So I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it. So I watched all the episodes, and I love how the first episode, you can really tell it's a video game, right? You can tell the way it's shot is really cool, with the car and them driving around, from the POV of the girl. I thought the tension for the first episode was so good. It really freaked me out, y'all. I don't know about you. Did you get freaked out at all? I was waiting for the ball to drop about the zombies and for her to be attacked, because I knew that she wasn't a main character from just the title. And yeah, I thought they did a really good job. My favorite people, I obviously love the main guy from The Mandalorian, Pedro. I'm forgetting his last name, but I love him. He's really good. I thought the woman, his counterpart, was really, really freaking good too. She's a badass bitch. She's awesome. I love how they were talking to the main girl, the little girl, Elle, and she was just "You're an adult. Get your stuff together." Yeah, you can tell they have a lot of money on this, right? Which is so freaking cool, because all of the green screens with the buildings of Boston, y'all. I am geeking out because I'm freaking from Boston. That's my city. So the landscape, I was I go to church there. I go, and I used to grow up there. So yeah, but okay, I want to talk to you guys specifically about episode 3. Let me know in the comments which of these episodes are your favorite so far. But episode 3, where they had the flashback with Nick Offerman and that other guy from The White Lotus. I don't know if you realized it was the guy from The White Lotus, season 1. Ahmad or whatever. That might not be his name, but he's the hotel manager. That was so good. I freaking died, and I will tell you why. I think if you've watched it. If you're anything like me, did you sob? I was just crying. I was in the living room, and I was crying. I was crying right when the music started, right when the guy from The White Lotus, right when he basically, not Nick Offerman's character, but the other one, when he was this could be my last day. That whole montage where they have the last day and music plays. I don't know if you know this, but the music that played is actually from my favorite movie of all time so far. It varies, but a movie I really absolutely love called Arrival. And I have it on my playlist on Spotify, so the music starts, and I'm wow, this sounds really familiar. And I was oh my god, no, they're not. And I was they're doing the Arrival, overarching music throughout the entire movie, and I instantly we're situated. It's the living room. So here, like, this is the living room. I'm like on the couch. The TV's like where you are, and then the door is right next to the TV. And so, sorry, my roommate goes in to get his girlfriend, and they come through the door, and I'm literally like covering my face. I'm like this because I'm literally crying. I was crying so much to the point where you just like sit in it. So I was crying. I thought it was really, like, from a writer's standpoint, if you know me, I love to write. Like, I'm a screenwriter. I love the arc. It literally is its own story, and is their relationship like the story in the actual game, or is it one of those things that like they stumble upon and you like learn things about their relationship? But I love that we start off with Nick Offerman, who you see all these people basically going to their executions, and he hides out and he doesn't help them, doesn't care that they die. He's basically like, I'm just gonna look out for me. And then he finds someone, but basically he ends where he's like, I care that you die because that I want to die too. And it's a great arc because throughout the entire thing he's just like, I don't want to die, I'm gonna survive, I'm cool being alone, like I just want to live. And the fact that we see his jump from not caring about anyone to caring about his lover was really great. I also freaking loved like the flashbacks with the main characters in this, with Pedro and that woman, like when they're outside at dinner. That was really great. I love that we learned about the radio and the music and all that. Yeah, it's so interesting. I thought that Elle's secret, that she, like when that other woman's like, when she's like, I'm gonna tell, it's like, you can't tell anyone, you're gonna die. People find out. I thought that we were gonna find out at the end of the series. Like, I was like, ooh, that really hooks the watcher. But the fact that we find that out, literally next episode, and that she's like immune, is interesting. It makes me think. So I'm trying to figure out like what things we don't know about these people yet, right? Because we're gonna be figuring out later on throughout the series. Remember that little boy that came at the beginning, that they did like the chip and then like they killed him, like that really emotional moment. Do we think he was like Elle? Like, do we think Elle wasn't the only one? Because she also came back and she was detected as red, but they kept her alive, which I thought was kind of interesting. So that, and I think it's really crazy. So I don't know anything about this concept, so if you were like, Nick, get with it, this has been here for years, I get it, but I'm new to The Last of Us. I have had no idea what the premise was. I think it's really cool that all the zombies or the fungi are connected through like a strand. It has this element of waking up a whole beast, like if you stepped on something. And I just think it's crazy how freaking strong they are. Like, remember when they're deaf and they're in the museum and they're like shooting them at the face? Like, why did it take so long? So freaking long for them to kill the zombies. Oh my god. Also, just that, I'm just rambling at this point, but that moment where like the woman to Pedro, she was like, you overthink everything, why can't we just take a win? And then you find out that she was bitten. That was really sad. I thought it was really, really weird. I don't know if this was in the actual game itself, but I thought it was really freaking weird the way that they leave the church and then like she's about to like kill all the zombies right with the fire, and she just stands there and she lets the zombie basically like kiss her and like deep throat her. I was like, okay, I get the idea, like I get that, but I was like, and no fucking way, if I was actually, that was real life, I would ever let a zombie do that. Like, you have to have so much willpower to stand still, and that, like, you would, imagine that breath. It's so bad. But I was like, girl, me and my roommate were joking, we're like, you literally let all these zombies like run past you, like they probably already got out of the church and stuff. It takes so long to freaking light your light, and then she does it. I was like, why didn't she just like take off a grenade and blow it up? But she does the trick, she blows everything up. And if you watch watched The Walking Dead, it gave me flashbacks to when, oh crap, I forget her name, I remembered it, but, when the wife of, is it Carl? Carl's the main guy, right? I think, when the mom dies, season 3, oh my god, I remembered it last night, but the main wife of the main character, when she dies, like, halfway through season 3, because she gets, I think it's actually, she dies of a pregnancy, but this kind of reminded me of that, where you're like, oh, she just is gonna die randomly, and I kind of like that, because it keeps you on your toes as viewers, right? You're not checkpointed by the beginning of the series or the end of the series, but yeah, let me know, like, what do you think is gonna happen next? I am so curious. I really do kind of wish that I didn't watch all these yet, because now I'm waiting, and it was so enjoyable to binge it. But that gay episode, I needed to watch it, because yeah, that killed me. They knew what they were doing. Like, they knew that episode was gonna be a crying episode. And like, props to them, because they knew that. I think they did a great job for that. But also, like, no, it was good. It was good. Part of me was thinking, like, were they kind of pandering to, like, a liberal audience? But I'm queer AF, so I don't know. But I also, if it's part of the game, then, like, that's totally off the board. Oh, sorry, or just before we leave, the one scene I absolutely love is I love when he gets shot. Nick Offerman gets shot, right? And I love that the next scene is not, you see someone in a wheelchair, but it's not him, it's his lover. And I thought that was a cool little jump. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen. I think that Elle is going to save Pedro with that gun. I think that she's going to prove that he needs her. I think that's where we're flipping. We have known now that she needs him. But the roles, I can sense, are going to reverse soon. And they're also going to become way more intimate. I'm excited to see the flashbacks and connections that he begins to see with Elle and his previous daughter. To be real, y'all, I didn't actually think that was his daughter. I thought that was his, like, uncle's daughter, or, like, adopted. I was like, they look nothing alike, and that's stupid of me, but I was like, my roommate was like, no, Nick, he had like his wife was black, and I was like, oh, I was like, okay, that makes sense, but I literally didn't know that, because I didn't see a photo of her, or at least I missed the reference of it, and I knew she called him Dad, but I was like, their relationship feels a little, like, it felt a little weird to me, but I don't know, I don't know if that's an acting thing, directing, or if that's just me, personally, but let me know what you think is going to happen down in the comments below for this season. Also, do we think that when they get to where they're supposed to be, like, I think they're totally going to meet up with the brother, right? Again, I have a feeling that he might be a villain. I have a feeling that life has changed so much that they're not actually get along. I feel like maybe at the end of the season, if they do get to the labs and stuff, that it's going to be like Walking Dead, where it's like totally dead and no one lives there anymore, and it's like, what do they do now? Because if they find a cure, like, how's the season going to continue? That's what my roommate was saying, so I don't know, but yeah, I'm really enjoying the season and the show. I think they're doing it justice, but if you really have watched the if you played the game, let me know if they're going, like, if they're really following it. I'm curious about that.